Hello everybody, this is Carol from Friendly Quail, here to show you the results of my coffee dyeing 3 ways. The first things that I have out here are the ones that I put in the bin with the tablecloth. And I used 2 different kinds of coffee. I didn't realize I had a different brand once I did the first part, and I like the second one much better. It's much lighter. Some of these got really dark. These are glassine bags, but and not a lot of design on them, a little bit here and there. This is from the tablecloth here, but they're okay. I like the lighter color better than the dark. I did do a few time cards, and again, not a lot of design on these. I got a few things like that, but I make tags out of them, so that'll be good. Then I did a whole bunch of these little cards, and didn't get much design on them either, but once in a while. But they came out like all different colors and kind of, here's a design on this one, and lots of different shades almost. Some of it from the different kinds of coffee, some of it from just where it was, if it was closer to the bottom and that type of thing. And then I got the papers, and I have some of them on the top here that don't have a lot of design on, but they're still pretty cool. Here's one that got a lot of design on it and on the bottom. This one has designs. This is the difference in the colors of the 2 different brands of coffee. I never realized there was that much difference by the brand. So that is something to look at. So these are just some, like I said, have a lot of design on, and here there's just a little bit. But I probably wasn't touching it enough, because sometimes I had them a little bit up. Okay, but still pretty cool, And I just wait a day or so, a couple days, and pull things out. Sometimes you can see where one of the cards was as well. But some really pretty designs. Again, and a lot of design on this one. And those are the ones from the bin. You can tell what was near the bottom, because it really got a lot of coffee on it. I should have dumped a little bit more of that out. Okay, so that was putting it in the bin and just waiting with the tablecloth. The next thing I did was I did some things just in a pan and let them dry, and took off layer by layer. And this, I had nothing in between. I just would put that in there. So this, I had some little note cards. I had some of the glassine bags, and put them in there. Lots of little doilies. Some of these were stuck together when I took them out, but then I could tell because they were thicker, and they just went like this, and they just fell right apart. So I love those little doilies. These are some of the cards that have the name, address, whatever. Okay, now this one, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see the outlines where the cards were that were just layered on top, and the doilies. So you get some good designs from that. Move this over just a little bit. Lots of little spots where the cards were laying right on top of it. Doilies on top and cards. So that was kind of cool. When you get layered things up, you get some of those types of interesting things. Here's where some papers were overlapping. So it's pretty easy because you just dip it and lay it in, and you just, you know, take it out as it dries. The top layer's dry, take it out. These were nearer to the bottom. They got a lot darker. And I did some music paper. And I did a couple of the cards for the time cards. Did a bunch of book pages, just darker. And I did a few envelopes, because I like to make little pockets out of envelopes. These are bigger ones. These you can fold in half and put them into the signature, and you've got a double pocket. So those were just the ones that I layered up in the bin. And the final thing I did was the coffee. It was the ones that I did in the oven on the different pans. This was just something that I'll rip up and use. It was just ripped and everything, so I just dyed it to use on tags. I had a couple of sheets that I had printed off that I had words on, and they were on white paper. So I tried coffee dyeing them, and you know, I think they'll work. You can rip up. I can rip up the paper and get my little sayings here. These are a few of the cards, the note cards that I make like into a tuck and then flip up to write on. I usually decorate the front, but these are some different things that, you know, different designs. This is one I will do and pop up. It's that one that had, I don't know, those little, it almost looks like they're for eggs, but I don't know what it is. And I just put these in as a pocket and flip up. Had a few of those. Same thing. You write on the inside. Got a few envelopes here. And they have different designs because of what they were on. Those are kind of fun too. These are some of the doilies. Now, you get the reverse. You get like a negative on the front and the back. So that's kind of fun because you can use them either way. This one I left in the oven a little too long. It started burning. So I've got those doilies. These are some actual Rolodex cards that I did and put them on the pan. So you've got some different designs on those. These are fun to make little tags out of. So those are Rolodex. I also did some bigger things. I noticed that sometimes the outer layers stuck on the pan. But I put these, well, they're stuck together. I see they get sticky. I put them like this into a signature and then decorate them so that they're, you know, I can glue part of it down, or I can leave it just like this. And so I use those in signature. So I just dyed a number of those. And then the papers. This is a heavier paper. Again, you can see it's like a the negative reverse on the back. You can really see it on this one. Look at the lines are dark here, and here they're light. Lots of dots. I love dots. So these are all things that I put in the oven to dry for a few minutes. If I have time, I love doing this because I love all the different designs when I use them for pages in my journals. I also dyed some scrapbook paper. Now these make a nice page, and because then you have something pretty on the other side, or you can use them to back your tags if you don't like the paper. I just took some pages of scrapbook paper and did it. A lot of times if I have a card type thing, I'll put that on the back of it. I mean, like a tag that doesn't have a nice back. These are a little bit heavier paper. Works nice for lots of different things. This. These are nice because they're big enough to cut. I cut them down and make pages out of them. This was from the time I left it in a little too long, but it's still kind of interesting. And just did one map page. These are fun pages too, and I wanted to try it. This is from an old Wisconsin atlas that we don't use anymore. We have a new one actually, because we used to live there and we go up there in the summer to see family. So anyway, those are the results of the Dyeing 3 Ways with coffee, and I'm glad you came to see me today and see the results. Lots of fun. Try it. I'm going to be doing some other types of dyeing in the future, and I hope you'll join me. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you next time. This is Carol from Friendly Quail saying bye.